Hello, welcome to this your channel, the Beta Eurofan. Text me. After having hosted last year's edition on Yerevan, with Nare being the hostess, and having been very close to win the Junior contest and get 2 wins in a row for the country, Armenia keeps its participation on the competition one more time, despite the rumors around that it will possibly withdraw this year because of the warfare revived in the Nagorno-Karabakh region. But as it did not last too long, in the end they will decide to move forward. Let's take a look at the next artist that will represent the Caucasian country on this. Here we go. For today's episode, I'm going to review the Armenian entry for Junior Eurovision 2023, which will be represented by the group Young Girls with the song Do It My Way. We start making a quick review of this group of girls and how they joined to wave the Armenian colors on French soil. First, we have Nancy Nexakanyan. She is 11 years old and comes from the country's capital, Yerevan. She has been passionate on singing since ever, and currently she is attending piano classes since the age of 6. Among her musical references, she mentions diverse pop artists like Iveta Mukuchian, RMMP3, Dua Lipa, Beyoncé, Blackpink, and BTS. In her free time, besides singing, although she loves doing karaoke, she likes painting, and even she has been exhibiting her own paintings in the gallery of the school where she studies. Next we have Ada, which is 9 years old. She has been passionate on singing and dancing since ever, while her favorite musical genres are K-pop and hip-hop. In fact, her favorite artists are Blackpink, Triple Charms, and BTS, which confirms her love for the Korean variation of the genre. In her free time, she likes to surf, and although does not sing, she has already participated in sailing competitions. She also dreams of being the main actress in an action movie and have her own singing and dance studio. Later, we have Susanna Nikoyan. She is 10 years old and also comes from the Armenian capital, having an innate talent since very early age. Currently, she is studying at the Tchaikovsky Specialized Secondary Music School. In addition to sing, dance, and play the piano, she also practices artistic gymnastics, in which she has also competed in junior competitions. Next up is Camila Datian, which is 11 years old. In addition to singing since she was 4 years old, she also plays the piano and the drums, and currently she is attending the Alexander Spendiarian Music School. In terms of musical genre, she has a very diverse taste, highlighting classic pop and modern pop, without forgetting the K-pop, while her favorite artists go from Bruno Mars, Michael Jackson to Johann Sebastian Bach. In her free time, she likes to play board games, make puzzles, and build unique structures with Lego pieces. Finally, we have Nane Andreasian. She is 11 years old and also comes from the Armenian capital. Singer and dancer since she was 4, she does not miss a chance to pose and act in front of a camera. In her free time, she likes to paint and draw, with her exhibiting some of her creations in some of the museums at the capital. If it was not enough, she also has been in the world of advertising, starring several campaigns of sport clothing. As a curiosity, all of them are very good friends since ever, as their respective mothers are also good friends with each other as well. Now you must wonder, how is that they decide to make a group and try to represent Armenia at Junior Eurovision? Pay attention as we are going to check it out in detail. Repeating the same strategy from last year, the Armenian public broadcaster will select internally once again both the artist and the song that will represent the country on France. For this, there was an open call in early last July for Armenian child artists between 9 and 14 years old who wanted to take a part of the selection process by sending 2 covers of well-known songs and closing it by the end of that same month. Later, there will be closed-door auditions, where an expert panel appointed by the broadcaster will be in charge of evaluating each one of the possible candidates. Nancy, Ada, Susanna, Camila, and Nane will be among them, having enrolled themselves as a group. The Young Girls project was being born, and if you had not realized it yet, their stage name comes from a very common last name on them. Their last names finish in yan, as it is quite common in Armenian last names. So they have decided to call themselves the Young Girls. Months will pass by without having any news of the selection process, until in late last October, the broadcaster will finally announce the selection of the girl group as the Armenian representatives for the Junior contest. They have commented that they figured out about their selection in a quite surprising way. When they have already done the auditions, they were told that there was going to be a second round of auditions, to which they have advanced, and that they will be determined who will be chosen to represent the country. Then, when they attended with their respective mothers, that second audition which were told before was not a real one, but it was an excuse to announce them that they were selected to participate at the Junior contest. They have commented how excited they felt after their selection, and at the same time they are quite conscious of the big responsibility they now have to appropriately represent their country, and that they will give it all on the stage. It is a little surprising because you do not expect that some little girls will tell you something like that, when they should be rather thinking about enjoying the experience and having a good time. The same day of the announcement, it was also revealed the song they will perform at the Junior contest and its accompanying official music video. This is K-pop with an Armenian touch. Now here comes the analysis according to what they have presented in their proposal. The melody in this case is a K-pop track, inspired on the greatest hits of the musical genre, with influences of the Armenian traditional music. I can say that their voices are pretty good. Each one on their own way has their moment to outstand throughout the song, while the union of their voices to the uniso also works pretty well. The lyrics intertwine Armenian and English in the different parts of the song. Although the most highlighting fact are the songwriters behind the lyrics, Tokyo Night, Bahram Petrosyan and Malena, the same dream team behind the song Kami Kami, performed by Malena herself, with which she will win the Junior contest 2 years ago in the edition held on Paris, France. Reading the lyrics in detail, previously translated at first, talks about the importance to be true to yourself, of having self-esteem, and of doing things on your own way, appealing to the song's title, without thinking about what people can think or say, by using a natural speech and an uninhibited attitude. In this sense, the song transmits an empowering message, encouraging to develop more self-confidence, in many cases trespassing the rules and the expectations from the people, and that anything you want in life is possible. Having reviewed the song, now I'm going to analyze the official music video released for this proposal. The music video begins with all of them entering into a sort of futuristic room, then starting to perform a choreography. When they start to perform the first verse, the shots get quite dynamic throughout the music video, alternating the shots of them inside the futuristic room with shots of them both individually and in group, in a platform with LED screens. In the first chorus, there are also moments where they are joined by a group of dancers, supporting the choreography they are doing. This dynamic remains during the second verse, until the second chorus where they are singing in a staircase while still performing the choreography, while the dancers join them in the other part, and there are colorful projections both in the walls and in the dancers themselves. By the instrumental bridge, they go back to the previous interactive dynamic, which remains until the final chorus, not stopping to dance anytime. And then during the song's outro, they perform a much more energetic choreography, finishing the performance with them simulating a crown in their heads with their hands, addressing an empowering message in a very decent way. Making a summary of the comments, the Armenian entry for this year follows the successful trend on its predecessors. It is a unique proposal, as it will be the first time that a K-pop track will be heard in the Junior Eurovision stage, taking into account the impact nowadays with the musical genre, which has become a mass phenomenon worldwide. They wanted to make a huge bet with something totally different and never seen so far in the competition, so they are looking to impress in a very good way. However, I have a problem with this proposal, because I think that the topic and the message of the song does not fit with the profile of them. They are very little to be talking about empowering messages and making a speech of rebellion, when they are just going to be teenagers very shortly. I will see it as an entry of an elder group of girls, because it is quite premature for them in my opinion. Talking about the staging on JESC, it is clear that it will follow the same trend from the music video, organizing a show much proper of the most famous K-pop artists with a groundbreaking aesthetic, as long as they can afford it obviously, and there will be a lot of dance definitely. Their performance of the stage will be the key on this proposal, as it is a song that is not easy to perform, having to sing and dance at the same time during all the performance. There is naturally the expectation on how it will result this proposal when they present it on the stage. And you, what do you think about the Armenian entry for this year? Come on and leave your comments down below. I'm curious on how this discussion develops. And this is it for today's episode. Before I finish, just want to thank you for reaching the end of this video. I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet, enable notifications and follow me through my social media. Take care and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.